the first time you are here in Balocco?
First time for me here, yeah.
So how is the track here? Because it is a little bit like Mickey Mouse, but it looks fine.
Oh, it is very nice, very fun. There's a little bit of everything needed to test the cars. So yeah, it's very, very, very nice. Also to drive is very fun. Do I push or I?
Yeah, if you want, you can push. You are a racing driver.
Okay.
What about the Stelvio?
Wow, it's honestly such a nice car because I mean the Giulia Quadrifoglio. When you see it, you expect that they are performant. But when you see this car, obviously it's a sub, so you don't expect as much performance, but it's absolutely incredible. The chassis, the engine, absolutely everything. But just the performance of all the components of the track is quite impressive for a sub.
Now we are talking about your racing driver role, not the road car tester. How is your feeling now? Because for the first time in your career, you are ready to start your first Formula One season. How is your feeling now? Because it's 1 month to go.
It feels absolutely unreal because obviously it's a dream since I'm very young, and to be in Formula One now is just it's a dream come true. But also I really need to focus and have a good season because it's a very important season. All the rookie seasons for any drivers in Formula One I think is very important. It's where the people all look at you and where they all judge you also. So I really need to be on point.
Do you know that in Formula One sometimes you are judged for the first 2-3 races, and then it's difficult to change the opinion of the journalist, of the media.
Yeah, of course, but I will do my best anyway, and we'll see what happens.
I think you read some book about Alfa Romeo history or not? Because now you are Alfa Romeo man.
No, I did not, but obviously we are here today, and we are here for that also, that they explain a little bit of their history. We haven't looked in details yet, but this morning we already looked at how they build the cars and everything, and this is already very impressive.
Now I think you test with the Formula One car in the last season, like FP1 testing.
Yes.
What are you expecting now? I think it's a start a new season. You have a good feeling with the car last year, but are you expecting some changing? Do you think halo will have an impact? The new tires will have an impact?
I believe the cars will be quite different anyway, and I'll have to get used to it like everyone. Then obviously I think I will struggle a bit more on the procedures and everything, which is quite new to me, even though I've done some F1s last year. And yeah, then the halo. I'm definitely not a big fan of this. I don't think it looks great, and yeah, I'm not sure it will be hugely useful. But anyway, we have to deal with it. Obviously, it's bad for the performance of the car, but yeah, I believe every team will make the most out of it and try to lose the least possible time with this.
You are Alfa Romeo Sauber driver, but at the same time you are part of the Ferrari family. It's a little bit more pressure on you that you know that Raikkonen contract will end at the end of the season, so the media start to talk. Leclerc has a chance.
I'm actually pretty easy with this. To be honest, Ferrari is a dream for now, and it remains a dream. It doesn't even feel real, so I don't feel any more pressure. I just think I need to do the right job in Alfa Romeo, and then I hope to have the right opportunity at the end of the year. But to be honest, I don't have any more pressure from that. I just want to give the best of myself. Then if it's enough for me to have good opportunities at the end of the year, good. But for now, I'm just thinking of the job I have to do in 2018.
You know that your target, as every driver in Formula One, is to beat your teammate. Have you this target or not?
Yes, but I think I've learned also with the years that it's very important to focus on yourself. So I will first of all focus on myself, and I'm pretty sure that if I do the job and if I'm happy with my job, then the other things will come with it, the speed and everything. So, but I think I really need to focus on myself, try to learn as quick as possible all of the new things that there is for me in this environment, the quickest possible, and then when I will be happy with my job, then I think the results will come.
You won 2 championships the last 2 seasons. Now you know that you will start a new season, but you will have not the possibility to fight for the first place. It's changing a little bit in your mind. It's difficult for a driver to accept that you are not competing for the podium.
It's obviously a different mindset, and this you definitely have to change it when you arrive to Formula One, because I am used to have the same material as the others. Obviously the setup changes, but the base of the car is equal. So there are performance shifts from teams to teams, but it's definitely not as big as there is in Formula One. So I think the thing I've learned on myself, to focus on myself, I will have to bring it into Formula One, also on this mindset that we really need to focus on ourselves as a team, try to improve as much as possible, and we'll see where we end up.
So do you know who is the first Alfa Romeo driver that won a Formula One championship? It's a difficult question.
I know it. I obviously know it. If you tell me the name, I know it. But now I forgot
because
the
was the first one in Formula One history.
Yeah, I know exactly. Of course I know it, but
it's Giuseppe Farina in Italian.
Exactly. Now it's easy to say that I know it. But
yeah, just two names you have to remember: Giuseppe Farina and Juan Manuel Fangio.
Yeah, of course. This I knew. The second one I knew.
Because how is your feeling that you are part now of the family that has a long tradition in motorsport? Alfa Romeo is a brand that is
very historical and it's a great brand. I mean, it's a huge honor for me to do my first season in Formula One first of all, but to do it with such a historical brand. And obviously they won also two world championships. Yes, 2 world championships, which is quite it's an amazing. And I think also Alfa Romeo has something particular. When you see the fans of Alfa Romeo, they have so much passion and they really love Alfa Romeo. So for me it's a huge honor, and also it's an Italian mark. I have quite a special link to Italy. I mean, in karting you always do all your steps in Italy, and obviously now I am also part of the FDA. So it's something, Italy has always been something special, and to come back into and to come into Formula One with the comeback of an Italian team makes it even more special.
I have a last question for you about, of course, it's too early to speak about new car, but are you happy if you will have some points, you will have one podium, you will have, do you imagine the story of this season? You will be happy if?
I will be happy if I do. If I'm happy about my job. As I said, it's very complicated to expect anything from a new season in Formula One until you have actually tried the car on track. My goal is really to do the best job possible on track, and if I feel I have done the right job, and if I'm happy with my job, then I will be happy with everything. Obviously, if we can bring some points home, plus I'm happy with my job, then it's better. But time will tell, and we will see.
You have a Stelvio now as your normal road car?
Not yet.
Not yet. You have to ask it.
But soon. It will come soon.
It will come soon.
I mean, it's absolutely an incredible car.
It's such an incredible car, because I try to keep my feeling down, but it's it's not easy. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Charles.
No problem.
And see you in Barcelona for testing.
Yeah. See you there.
See you there.